Students, let us start with Chapter 20 Social Problems of India and Challenges. India is a country with huge population and the largest democracy. We know that people of different religions, languages, and cultures live together in India. Coordinating culture and secularism are its characteristics. Indian society is changing from traditional to modern society. Many changes take place in it. With these changes, many problems have also started. They include social, economic, political, cultural problems. Now, in this chapter, we discuss two challenges: communalism and casteism. Many people of India belonging to different religion, caste, it seems that harmony, unity, tolerance, etc., which existed in the past, has withered away from after independence. Today we come across some negative factors which hinders the peace and progress, which blocks the peace and progress, that is communal conflicts, caste-based quarrels, regional violence, etc. This is a serious challenges to a social goodwill, secularism, democratic values and national integrity. Let us learn about communalism. Religion is a matter of faith and reverence. Generally, every person follows one or the other religion or sect. India is a secular country, thus communal behavior is against the spirit of constitution. When a group of people of a religion or sect oppose other religion or sect because of any reason, communal tension arises. When the people of any religion or sect try to show superiority of their religion in comparison with other religions and give more importance to religious interest, then they look at every citizen not as an individual but from a communal perspective. Such a spirit divides the society. Even after so many years of independence, we have not been able to solve the problem of communalism. Communalism is harmful in different ways. It leads to social tension in the country. People consider their own friends as enemies or rivals, so atmosphere of difference and hatred is created. Communal tension leads to communal riots or quarrels. All these things are harmful for a democracy. Let us see to the struggle against communalism. We know that communalism is a hindrance to the progress of individual, society and nation. Various steps should be undertaken to eradicate communalism. So let us have the step 1. At first, government should take punitive action against communal elements to eradicate communalism from the society. Step 2. Education can play an important role in eradication of communalism. In our education and curriculum, positive things have been included. Step 3. Political party based on communal idea should not be given recognition. Special ethics are there for elections. They must be implemented and followed. Step 4. Radio, TV, cinema are the best audiovisual aid to reach to common people. Through them, message of secularism, tolerance should be spread. Such type of programs should be telecasted which promote national interest and nationalism. Step 5. For the progress of nation, religious leaders and political leaders should work together to combat the problem of communalism. Step 6. Youth must come forward to remove communalism. At the social and education level, it should be attempted that youth develops secular and scientific attitude. For this purpose, not only government but society should also work. Step 7. Understanding the fact that national interest, national pride are above religion, caste, state or language, ties the people in one thread and nurtures nationalism and national integrity. Let us learn about casteism. Castes have been existing in the social system of India since its birth. Thus, we may say that India's social structure is based on casteism. Earlier concept of casteism was different from what it is today. To fulfill the basic needs of the society, the task-based communities were at the base of work division. According to earlier hypothesis, Varna system, that is Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishyas, Shudras, was based on for occupation. That is the way they used to do job on that basis. Dwelling arrangements and occupations were based on caste. As the base of occupation was source of income, Some castes were getting low income, so they remained poor economically. Before the British rule, some communities were living isolated life in inaccessible forest and mountainous region. Social and cultural life of them was different from others. They had their own prominent culture and language. As they lived separately from generation to generation, they could not develop. So their economic social condition has remained backward.